Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching me, hello, my name is Carly and I'm kind of known on YouTube for always moving. So if you like home videos, decor videos, any kind of video like that, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I have a ton of new videos coming out. For today's video, I'm actually going to be sharing with you guys the first complete before and after transformation of this fixer-upper that we are moving into. This room that we are in right now, I transformed it into my dream closet slash office slash studio, and you guys will be shocked when you see what the room looked like before to what it looks like now. This room is completely different than how it started, and I'm so excited to share this makeover with you guys. I think the makeover is just so stunning. It is truly shocking, so I hope you guys enjoy watching this. I want to say a huge thank you to Kenzie for sponsoring today's video. Kenzie is an IPL handset, and IPL stands for Intense Pulsed Light. It is an at-home laser hair removal device that uses broad spectrum light to target the hair follicles, which means you can actually reach a larger area. This is what the Kenzie looks like when you receive it in the box. It comes with the actual IPL tool as well as the power cord. You can plug it into the device and use it whenever, wherever. You don't have to wait for the device to charge. You can start using it immediately. You can use it on your upper lip, you can use it on your underarm, you could use it on your legs, you could use it on your bikini area. This is safe and effective to use in all of those places. Before using the Kenzie, make sure the area is clean, shaven, and dry. Make sure the device is flat on the skin where you'd like to use it. Hit the button and move the device across your skin, and you can go across the area up to 3 times. When you see the device blink, you know it worked on that area. Most users begin to notice a reduction of hair after 3 treatments, with fuller results after 12 treatments. I personally have always thought about getting laser hair removal treatments, but the cost and the amount of time to get them have always stopped me from going ahead with it. Especially now for me with being a mom, it is really hard to justify the time to go to the appointment and have to pay for a babysitter for me to be able to go to that appointment. I can literally use this at any time. I can use it while my daughter is napping. I can use it at night while I am watching a show or watching YouTube videos. Seeing such a significant hair reduction has really shaved off the amount of time it takes me to shower and get ready. How did you like that mom joke? I feel like the amount of kids you have significantly impacts the amount of mom jokes you make, so just get ready guys, buckle up, they're coming. If you would like to try out the Kenzie, I actually have a discount code for you guys. If you use the code CARLYC50, you actually get $50 off of your order of the Kenzie, which makes this even more cost effective than paying for really expensive in-person hair removal treatments. Thank you so much to Kenzie for partnering with me on today's video. Now let's get into the fixer upper before and after complete transformation. So I'm going to show you guys a before of the room that I'm sitting in now, what it looked like when we found this space. It was a very dark room. It was painted a dark gray, and it was a large room, but there were a lot of challenges in the room, namely being the slopes in the room, because none of the slopes were symmetrical or even. Every single slope in this room was different, and the slopes themselves weren't even. They had like waves in the wall. Like, it was kind of a challenge. The room had old carpeting and the room had no lighting. At first, when you look at it, you're not like, wow, that looks like a dream workspace. The room really did have a lot of great things going for it. There were windows on 3 sides of the room, so really great natural lighting, even though it was a super dark room. It had the bones that you could work with it to make it a better room. I had a vision for the room when I saw it. I knew that it could really be turned into like a dream walk-in closet slash studio space if I found the right people to help me make it happen. And I think we did a pretty good job on it. So I want to show you guys what we did from start to finish. So the very first thing we did in this room was add lighting. Adding can lights makes such a big difference and really helps modernize the room and bring in so much light to the space. Also, I'm just calling it now. I'm gonna say space so much in this video. Feel free to make fun of me for it, I already know. So what we did was place the location of the can lights on the floor first, and then we mapped them up onto the ceiling so we could really get a clear idea of where we wanted the lighting to line up, especially with the other vision for the room. We knew we would have wardrobes in certain spaces and built-ins, so we wanted to make sure the can lights were in the proper positioning, and we also wanted the lighting to be as symmetrical as possible because, as you guys saw, the room is not symmetrical at all. After we added the lighting, it was time to get down to the flooring. And we removed the old carpeting that was in this space, and you can see the old flooring that was under here was not something that you'd want to be having. It wasn't any kind of like dream find of amazing hardwood floors. It was like the oldest, nastiest floor possible. I knew the vibe that I wanted in this space, and I wanted to use the vinyl plank laminate. The VPL is what it's called. It's so durable and it's waterproof. It's really great if you have kids, and it really does give the look of hardwood without it damaging. The vibe that I wanted to go with the flooring was kind of like a coastal look, especially for me with this being a filming space. I wanted it to be as bright as possible, have as much natural light as possible. I also went and picked out different paint samples for the room. I wanted to do a white in here. I wanted the white to match with the built-ins that we were using and not have like a slightly different variation in tone. So I didn't want to do too much of a yellow toned white. I also didn't want it to feel too clinical. I didn't want it to feel like hospital toned white in here either. The shade I ended up using throughout the whole house is Sherwin-Williams Pure White. I personally really love how the Pure White turned out in here. I think it looks very bright. It matches all of the built-ins that we used in this space as well as in the lower living areas, which I will show you guys later. Since I knew that I wanted to transform this into like the ultimate workspace for me, with it being a office / filming room, studio, walk-in closet, I knew with all of the slopes and challenges in this room, it was going to take a more custom solution versus me just designing a unit in like Ikea PAX, for example, like what I've done in the past. So I met with a couple different companies and discussed my vision for the room. I ended up using inspired closets to create the final product, which is what you guys see behind me with the built-ins. And I found inspired closets on my own. I chose to work with them on my own. I paid for the services, and I truly enjoyed every step of the process with them. I ended up picking inspired closets because they had a lot of really creative design solutions that I really liked that were different from the other companies that I had met with. So for example, with the slopes in the room and with the vents all over the room, they came up with ways to really give me what I wanted and meet my vision that other companies said weren't possible. They actually made happen. So at the beginning of the process, they came out, they measured the space, and then when they presented me with the renderings of what they thought would be great in the space, what they came up with, you know, with their storage solutions, then we could tweak back and forth. I also personally loved inspired closets because I knew in this room I wanted to have an island, and inspired closets actually work directly with a stone company. So instead of having to pay someone to come in and do the closets and then find someone to do the stone, they had someone already where I could just set it up with them, go pick out the slab that I wanted, and they would coordinate and do it at the time of install. So it was so much fun to be able to go to the warehouse and actually pick out the slab that was going to go on my island. Once we had finalized the design, I picked out the stone, I picked out the hardware for the room, then it was time to actually install it and set the room up. Right when installation was about to happen is right when everything started to shut down due to the pandemic. I have some footage from the very first day of installation of them beginning to assemble the closet, but that's because it was before everything really began to shut down and there was the stay-at-home order. So once those were put in place, I no longer went over when they were working because I did not want to promise them a safe working environment and then show up and be like, well, I want to film. Like, I felt like that would be incredibly rude, and I wanted to protect their safety and their health. So the footage that I got, that what you guys will see, is more blog style footage of me seeing the room after they had done the work for that time period. So you'll see it with me when I'm seeing it. I thought I would show you guys progress on this room transformation. It started off as a crazy sloped angled room with carpet that is now almost a fully finished workspace / walk-in closet. Only thing still missing in here are these tops for the taller wardrobes. So there'll be, I think, 4 tops that we need for the taller wardrobes, and then 2 doors, one to the left and one to the right. This is the slab that I picked out at the warehouse, seeing it actually cut and put on the island and in this room, it is so much more stunning. It was beautiful in the warehouse, but in here, it's just truly the perfect finishing piece for this room. They built this taller wardrobe unit into the slope of the wall. I love that they brought the wardrobe up with the slope, and this way I'm getting extra storage with this shelf in here. There were a ton of vents all around the room, and we couldn't block every single vent. So we did a couple creative storage solutions, like having this be display on this side so this vent could still be out instead of having it be a closed unit like this. And we put my desk over here because this was the largest vent in the entire room. And then I love that they got super creative with another vent over here. They cut some ventilation through the toe kick of the unit. One of the things I'm most excited about is my built-in desk. This is going to be my new workspace and also my space where I can get ready. And one of the cool parts is it has a little power station right here. It is still a closet, so I wanted it to have that feel to it. So this is where I'm going to display bags and purses, shoes to the left. So this is going to be kind of that area where things are on display when everything else is behind doors. I am so in love with how everything turned out. It looks even better than I thought it was going to. So that's what the room looks like now. It is a complete transformation from what it looked like when we first found this place. I'm absolutely in love with how this room turned out. I'm so happy with the final result. So thank you so much to Inspired Closets. Working with you guys was amazing, and you really brought my vision to life, and I'm so happy with it. This is one of my first really big home makeovers with more like permanent solutions, with ripping up carpet, adding lighting, and this was just like such a fun process for me. I truly enjoyed being able to do this. Obviously the video was a little bit different than I had hoped because I had hoped to get time lapses and everything, but obviously out of respect for the workers with the coronavirus pandemic, I didn't want to put them at any risk or make them not feel comfortable. So this isn't exactly what I had envisioned for my first before and after video, but I hope you guys still enjoy being able to see the progress and transformation with me. If you guys did, please give this video a thumbs up to let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more home content, because I have a ton more left to show you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!